Joe Rogan, the man who built the biggest podcast in the world, turned himself into a brand and influenced millions of people. But let's stop for a second, because influence without accountability can become dangerous. And when you look past the smoke, past the UFC fights and comedy shows, Rogan's flaws start to look a lot louder than his microphone. Point one, contradictions in his persona. Here's the thing about Rogan. He built his reputation on being just a curious guy asking questions. But curiosity isn't neutral when millions of people take your word as gospel. One week, he's claiming he's not an expert. The next week, he's giving health advice, political takes, or pushing unverified claims to an audience bigger than most news networks. That's not curiosity. That's contradiction. Point two, the illusion of authenticity. Joe sells himself as the most authentic guy in the room. No script, no filter, no agenda. But authenticity becomes a performance when you know every word you say is shaping headlines, shaping public opinion, and shaping your brand. He knows the power of controversy, and whether he admits it or not, he leans into it. That's not raw honesty, that's strategy. Point three, influence without responsibility. This is where Rogan really deserves critique. He wants the influence of a journalist without the responsibility of one. He wants the reach of a political commentator without the accountability. He wants the platform of a teacher without the homework. And when you mix those roles together, you get a dangerous cocktail. Entertainment dressed as wisdom and opinion dressed as fact. The echo chamber effect. People say Rogan brings on all kinds of guests. True, but think about how often he validates, nods along, or just plays devil's advocate without pushing back. That's not balance. That's an echo chamber with a bigger budget. The problem isn't that Rogan talks. The problem is that his conversations blur the line between critical thinking and casual endorsement. So is Joe Rogan the problem? Or are we? Because maybe the real critique isn't just about him. It's about us giving too much power to a man with a microphone who insists he's not an authority, while acting like one every single episode. Joe Rogan doesn't need to change. His audience does. The question is, are we ready to stop confusing entertainment for truth?